I freaking love ASMR videos, and for those of you that don't know, ASMR is that tingly feeling you get when you hear things up close in your ears that trigger a certain response. A lot of people know these videos as the videos where people whisper into your ears or tap on something.
Before we get really into this video, I invite you to put on your headphones or earbuds for a more relaxing experience, and also for the ear to ear effect. I use different microphone covers today because I think this one can make better sounds when I rub it.
Yes, that sweet goodness. Now, when I first heard of ASMR, I was a little skeptical. I saw some of the more creepier videos out there and was like, what kind of weird shit is this? But then I was just like, fuck it, and dove straight on in after finding out how relaxing and soothing these videos can really be. Now, my first ASMR video was this impressive and quite famous virtual haircut video.
Hello there, how are you? Yes, you are here for the virtual haircut? Yes, okay, I will go get Luigi. He will come and cut your hair. I am Manuel, just stay right there. Luigi? Luigi? Luigi, it's Manuel here. The person is here for your virtual haircut. You better come up.
Grazie, Manuel. I come right now.
Okay, he is coming up right now, and meanwhile I will go over here and play the music, play the guitar, because that is what I do here at the barber shop.
It's so nice to see you. Welcome to the Starkey Cetera Barbershop and your virtual haircut. I'd like to start the demonstration by moving over to your right-hand side and picking up this bag. If you just hold still for a second, I'll put this bag over your head. Just like that. The bag over the top of the head. And now I'll take the bag off.
And honestly, this is still one of my favorite ASMR videos out there, as it almost always gives me the tingly response. This video is also one of the best examples of binaural audio, as it really does feel like the characters are in the same room as you, and that you're actually a part of another world. Or at least in another place. Now, unfortunately, not everyone gets the tingly response, and I have no fucking clue if it's something that's genetic or something developed over time, but I personally believe I was conditioned into attaining this response if I was not born with it. When I was a kid, my mom would flick her fingernails together in my ear, and it would be very quiet, but it would also trigger the tingly tingle.
Hi everybody, I hope you're all doing well. Today, I have some great sounds for you that will hopefully put you to sleep, or at least make you feel very relaxed. Some of them you're familiar to if you've been watching for a while, but some of them are new.
Now, in the video you just saw, you may have noticed the microphone they were using. This microphone is the amazing 3DO, not to be confused with the shitty gaming console, the 3DO. Now, the 3DO is pretty much the ASMR microphone. though you don't need it in order to create ASMR videos, but its quality and ability to simulate two human ears is pretty amazing. The reason I bring this up is that I feel this microphone and the whole medium that binaural audio is as a whole isn't quite at its full potential yet. Some of the best ASMR out there are in the form of what I like to call audio plays, such as the virtual barbershop I talked about earlier. I feel you could create a very engaging and fun narrative story with binaural audio where you bring the listener into the story themselves. And not only would people enjoy the ASMR response, but also an amazing story that keeps them coming back for more videos and content. However, as of right now, there is a severe lack of these types of ASMR videos. The only other examples I can really think about are the Fairy Tree, Choose Your Own Path Adventure, and a specific video by Heather Feather, where she tells a story as she draws it on a whiteboard. Though the Fairy Tree is a step in the right direction, it's very niche and kinda hard to find. But here, take a listen.
Greetings. Welcome to the Evergreen Realms. A name now wrought with irony, for now the lands are dark and suffering. You are the one tasked with saving this magical land, and you will do so through your decisions. At the end of each chapter, you are given a choice. Choose carefully, for your actions will dictate the fate of the realm for 1,000 years. Choose your path, own your fate, and discover who you truly are. Now, enter the world of the Fairy Tree.
Ah, good. You have arrived. Please walk with me. Please excuse the darkness. Take this torch. Careful, it burns hotter than most. It will be hot against your face.
Now, there are a couple other types of videos that fall into this category of audio play, those being things like the interrogation chamber and some horror type things. But the problem with those types of videos is that they're not very relaxing and soothing at all. They kind of freak you the fuck out. So, I would say we're better off with content like the Fairy Tree. Now, I know regardless, people are still going to be put off by the whole whispering into your ear thing. But of course, you can always watch ASMR videos without the whispers, like tapping or scratching videos. However, whispering is pretty normal when compared to the videos I'm about to talk about in this videos, and these are the role-playing videos. Now, there's nothing wrong with a solid role-playing ASMR video, however, some of these videos are a little out there. I mean, Undertale ASMR roleplay? What the fuck? And there are so many of these. You've got your haircuts, your doctor's visits, your tattoo artists, your naughty or nice elf roleplay, Mrs. Claus does your makeup, fucking caring and supportive Funky Kong gives you a ride from the airport. What the f-
Bodacious. So how was your trip? Whoa, sounds like you really had a smoking time. You know, I know that your life can be a bummer sometimes, and you have to deal with major dweebs at work, so I'm glad that you could get out and take a sweet vacay. It's nice to get away from all that bogusness sometimes. Thanks, I love you too.
And the list just goes on and on. However, there is one more type of ASMR video I want to talk about that is sort of a double-edged sword, as it can be really nice, but the subgenre that's usually tied with these types of videos is downright disturbing, and personally I'm not really a fan. And that would be Japanese ASMR. Now, when it's just the Japanese language and whispering, it can be some of the best ASMR out there, and that's because I love the Japanese language, and it has some pretty nice trigger words to it. Which, that's all fine and good, however, for some reason, the thing that gets tied in with these Japanese ASMR videos is ear-licking and ear-eating videos. Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but that seems a little too sexual for my tastes. I never see ASMR as anything sexual, however, I can't help but feel that these types of videos are made for that sole purpose. And not that there's anything inherently wrong with that, it's just not my cup of tea. So in conclusion, ASMR is amazing, and I highly recommend you go check it out. Binaural audio plays are some next level shit, and stay away from ear-licking videos unless you're really into that sort of thing. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and for all 5 of you who may be curious, I know I said in my last video I'd be going back to my twice-a-week upload schedule, but as you can see, this is the first video since then, and it's been 2 weeks. This is because I was incredibly sick last week and couldn't leave my bed at all. And also, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate just came out, and, I can't really help myself. With all of that out of the way, I should be back to working more diligently, so hit that subscribe button to see when I upload next. Till next time, I'll see you guys later.